Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video, as you could probably tell by the subject line, is going to be what our toddler eats in a day. If you don't know, Odin, we have one son named Odin. He just turned 2 in March. Here we are waking him up, and the puppies like to give him lots of kisses, and he's just starting to tell them no. When Odin gets up, he is very hungry. He wants to eat right away. We usually like to ask him what he would like to eat, and today he chose grapes, blueberries, and cheese. We have to feed him lactose-free cheese because we do think he's lactose intolerant. It's near impossible to test for it other than elimination, and based on our elimination, we can definitely tell that he most likely has a lactose intolerance. We usually don't cut his grapes up anymore. However, for some reason, these grapes were absolutely humongous and very long, so I cut them in half just to make it easier for him. Almost every morning, he does have mostly fruit. It is definitely his favorite thing to eat. He usually chooses blueberries almost every morning. Sometimes he does, or most of the time, he does have bananas, but he is a little bit hit or miss lately with bananas. Sometimes he'll eat the whole banana, sometimes he'll have two pieces, and then we have to throw away the rest. It seems like the only constant is definitely blueberries. Usually, we give him lactose free cheese strings throughout the day as a snack, but he wanted his cheese in the morning, so we're just using the block of cheese here. I am going to try to show you what his servings look like and then show you his plate at the end so you can actually get an idea of how much he eats. I wouldn't call him a picky toddler by any means. However, he does have moments where his appetite is lower than others, and sometimes just the look of food kind of throws him off. We definitely have to keep his food separated for the most part, and if we don't, he tends to separate it on his own. He definitely doesn't like, especially if you have different spices or herbs or whatnot, he thinks it's dirty. He'll say it's dirty, it's dirty. So he definitely needs whole foods that aren't mixed with each other. But other than that, he does like a wide variety of foods. But like I said, his favorites is definitely fruits and veggies, and then next I would say is dairy products, but he is limited by what we can find in lactose free. After he finished his breakfast, he was asking for more. He was saying blueberries, so I did give him a bunch of blueberries, but then he changed his mind and said he wanted grapes, so I am going to get him some grapes and I'm going to cut them up for him again. You can see here, like I said, he doesn't usually like his food touching, so as grapes bounce into the blueberry side, he is putting them back over with the grapes, which is kind of odd because in the initial plate that he got, the blueberries and grapes were together, but I guess they were okay because the cheese was over there, but now he wants them separated. So he did finish both his first and second servings in his cup there that he's drinking out of. He is only drinking water. Sometimes he does get milk throughout the day, but we usually try to wait for him to ask for it because we're trying to reduce the amount of milk that he has. This is his lunch. It is egg, hash browns with some cheese sprinkled on top. Sometimes he can be a little bit finicky when it comes to eggs, so I'm trying to mask the flavor a little bit with some cheese to get him to eat it. But funny enough, it was the first thing he went and grabbed, and he actually enjoyed it. He actually ate all of his eggs, which I was super happy with. He's actually having a very good eating day. I think I was a little bit concerned for this video because he does have an ear infection. He's on his last couple days of antibiotics. And so his appetite was very low, but it definitely seems like he has his appetite back because as you can see here, he ate almost everything on his plate, just a couple pieces, crumbs of eggs left and some cheese. So overall, he did a really good job, and I'm really glad that he has his appetite back. So after his nap, he usually has a snack. Here he's getting his antibiotics first for his ear infection. At first he absolutely hated taking them, and now he's asking for more after every dose. So that was a huge change. Maybe he learned to like the flavor. They do say you have to give a kid something about 20 times before they start liking it. So I think that's a win for sure. When he woke up, he did go into the pantry and he did pick this sunripe fruit to go. Usually those are for his dad for when he's biking to get some energy, but we said why not? Let's just give him that. He was still hungry after that, so I cut him up some pieces of nectarine. He thinks it's an apple. We're trying to teach him that it's a nectarine. He does not like anything with the skin, so usually when we give him an apple, we peel it, and here he's just eating the insides of it, and he's not generally a fan. I don't think he understands why it's not the same as the apple. So he'll learn with time. I think he's finding it a bit sour or hard to eat here. So after he ate a little bit of each one, he put them all back on his plate to tell me that he was done, but he definitely was still hungry after that. He's actually asking for more here because I am actually eating a nectarine beside him. But I'm trying to explain to him it's the same thing. So I got him a mandarin orange instead. He basically eats these as fast as I can peel them. I'm pretty sure he swallows them whole. We're trying to remind him to chew. As you can see, he's just shoving them in his face, barely chewing. He absolutely loves these. We initially we would give him these every time he would take his antibiotics as an incentive. Later that afternoon, we went down into the basement where his playroom is and their TV room. I had brought myself some hummus and pita chips, and obviously, I can't eat anything without Odin wanting some too, so he had a little bit of pita chips with hummus. I was actually very surprised that he likes the garlic hummus. I thought it would be too strong for him, but he actually really likes it. He actually will lick it off and ask to dip for more, which I'm not not the biggest fan of, but it's okay. Later, we went upstairs to do some meal prep. So this was another unplanned snack because when he saw that I was making rice and I was actually snacking on some because I was a little bit hungry and it was too early to make dinner, he wanted some too. So I didn't want to have to deal with picking up all the rice all over the ground like we usually do. Usually I let him eat the rice on his own, but since he was sharing with me, I was just spoon feeding it to him, and he didn't mind, but he really liked it. For dinner, we made a HelloFresh meal. It was sweet chili chicken Thai bites with sweet potato fries, and we also had a salad. We gave him sweet potato fries and just the chicken. I thought he was gonna definitely go straight for the sweet potato fries, but I was pleasantly surprised because he actually went straight for the chicken. I think at first he was like not sure about the flavor, but he definitely preferred the chicken over the sweet potato fries. We did try to explain to him that the sweet potato fries were no different than the ones we usually get from Costco. These were just freshly made using a actual sweet potato. So here I am giving him more chicken because he was really liking it, and I was a little full from my cheat snack of rice from earlier. And Daddy actually was able to convince him by eating some of his sweet potatoes that they're actually tasty and they're the same thing. So he ended up eating most of his sweet potato fries as well. So definitely a big win. Again, he's having a really good day of eating today. I'm so glad that he seems to be over the pain and discomfort of his ear infection and has his appetite back because he's usually a big eater. So Odin's last meal of the day is a snack while he watches either a movie or Paw Patrol before going to bed. He has to take his antibiotics before going to bed as well. Today, for his evening snack, he has goldfish crackers and a fruit pouch. He really likes the fruit pouches as well as fruit, and we generally have to help him squeeze it all out. Other snacks he usually has before bed is either carrots or cucumbers, or sometimes both. Sometimes grapes if he didn't have it at the beginning of the day, as well as cheese strings also if he didn't have it. But he's had both of those today, so we're just giving him a fruit pouch and some crackers, and in about 30 minutes he'll be going to bed. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I know I always like watching these type of videos. It's just something that's relatable as a parent, and you're always wondering how, if you're doing things right or if you're doing things similar to other parents, and just so you're not off in left field. I think every child is different and every parent's lifestyle is different, so just do what is best for you. So please give this a video a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more content like this, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!